Well, good day guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the State Library of South Australia, where we've got Commodores on display. And we start off with this absolutely beautiful 50th Anniversary VC Commodore, all original, and it's got the little 50th Anniversary Holden badge on there from 1931 to 1981, and it's got a beautiful interior in here, and it's got the commemorative badge, and this was 266 made, and as you can see, typical Commodore layout in it, but everything in this car is absolutely original, and one of the best preserved VCs that I think I've ever seen. And of course a special one too, quite rare, as we go around to the driver's cockpit. And nothing that's not unfamiliar in here to Commodore owners, but absolutely beautiful. A very, very, very special VC Commodore 50th Anniversary Edition. Here on display at the state, we come to a model that I'm very familiar with, the VH Commodore. Absolutely beautiful, this one, in the two tones. I think it's sort of made them stand out, gave them that longer appearance with the two tones, and I think one of the nicer looking paint styles for these types of cars. Always makes me wish that I might have done something like that to mine. And of course, this one being at the SLE, it does have the velour seats, and he has got SLE badges mounted extra on the door, which is non-standard, but looks quite cool really, and a very, very burgundy dash with burgundy interior and handles and all the rest of it, and even burgundy roof lining as well. Not the most popular ones, but they certainly sold quite a few of them, and I just love them, in my opinion. And then of course we skip a generation from VH to VL. We've missed out on the VK. There doesn't seem to be a VK here today, but there's a couple of VLs here, and these are the ones that had the upgraded Nissan motor in them. So they are a Holden, but powered by Nissan. And of course the Calais had a little bit of extra trimmings on it, such as Calais badging. A lot of people just said, well, Calais is a French town in France, but they certainly were a cut above the ordinary Commodores of the day, the executives and the lower classes of Commodore. They had just that little bit extra in it as well, and love the back of these as too. Very, very nice indeed. And of course this one with the model that was the VK had the fifth window on the side to give it that little bit more light and airiness inside, to make the car seem bigger inside than what it actually was. And we come to this beautiful burgundy over silver Calais, another VL, and he's got his bonnet open, so we can sort of sneak up and have a look at the powerful power plant that powers this thing. Even though it has emblazed on the head or rocket cover Holden, it's actually Nissan underneath. But very, very cool indeed, and was one of the best motors for the that did the task nicely for Holdens, where when they went motor shopping, and they were very, very fortunate to get that motor from Nissan, because it made it such a better car than the antiquated old 6-cylinder motors that Holdens had in their previous models. And this one is Very, very nice indeed, with the velour sort of creamy, darker cream I should say, interior. And as you can see, they had a bit more of a upgraded dash in them to what the earlier model Commodores had. And it's got the little armrest in the back as well. But very, very nice. And of course he's got the nice centre lines that really finish this nice car off, being a two-tone and being a Calais as well. Very, very nice indeed. First time I think I've ever seen this particular one out and about, so very nice to see and film it and take some nice photographs of it, because it is truly a magnificent piece of Australian automotive history. Right there, the Holden Calais. And then we've got this, I think it's a VP looking, but one of the bigger model Commodores that they went up to. This one's an SS and it's got a 383 motor in it, as you can see. Very, lots of nice cream in there. 5,000 injected. Sorry for the ambulance going past as well. V8, 6.2 litre injected. And of course he's got some very specky wheels on them as well. Later model Commodores, not as much as the earlier ones, but no, I thought they were quite nice. Bigger, of course, much bigger, and yeah, looked very nice indeed inside, with a bit more leg room, and of course slightly longer stance and wider stance as well, which sort of fitted them much better than the early model Commodores. But yeah, you got to say. And then we've got this beautiful HSV, and it's got on there 185 injected on there. Holden, of course. Plenty of Holdens here today. And being a HSV, it does have leather seats and a bit of wood graining around the gear change, and yeah, some other bits and pieces. And it's got the trip computer, which I think made an appearance in the VH Commodore, if I serve me correctly. So yeah, they sort of carried it through as well. And I think this one's got some, oh yeah, it's got the mirror adjustments on the door there, and it's a Senator, it says on the floor mat. But yeah, I do like the wheels on this too. They look very cool. If I could get back further, we could have a look. 185i Senator HSV. And as I said, it's like in a blacky green colour, and sort of the sun is picking out the green pigments in it, but for all intents and purposes it does look black, but it's actually green. This nice VT Commodore, SS Commodore it says, and I think the VT was one of the ones that was the most money spent on at the time to develop this VT Commodore. Something tells me it might have been, but whatever it is, it's the Gen 3 V8, and of course it's got the big V8, 5.7 litre. How's that? But yeah, very nice. I didn't mind those VTs. I thought they sort of looked very cool, and a bit like all the cars, or some of the cars of the time. I think between the Falcon and the Commodore, the VT to me always looked better. Anybody like a ute? How's this for a colour and wheels, everything. Beautiful SSZ utility with its colour matching cover. This thing is absolutely gorgeous in blue, and he's got some very shiny tailpipes on him. If I get out of the sun, you might be able to see them gleaming I should say, in the sunlight. But this thing is absolutely magical. A very, very beautiful car indeed. Or utility, I should say. A Holden Ute. What was the advert? The Holden Ute is back, when they brought these out. But this thing is absolutely stunning. A very, very classy utility indeed. And of course, if you look through the window of the State Library, where they've got an original FJ utility on permanent display while the exhibition is on, you can see how far we've come. So they were the first utes that Holdens were making. And then of course you can see the different style of the more modern Holden utility. What a sight indeed. And of course what car display wouldn't be complete without the Holden station wagon. Very popular at the time for its larger load capacity, and if you lay down the back seats, of course, you could get some more in there. The previous models to these were just a little bit smaller, I believe, and the Mitsubishi Magna of the time was actually rivaling it for space. But Holdens over time increased the size and capacity of these wagons, and not as big as the early Kingswoods, but still had a greater capacity and longer width, as you can see in the middle. If you see that rake in the back door, you can sort of see how it bows out, so you could carry something slightly a little bit longer than your average car and even the average Holden sedan. But still very cool to see a wagon. And a forgotten sort of car, because everybody's gone for SUVs, haven't they? So it's great to see wagons. And of course it's got the little roof racks on there which are fitted in, and you can slide them back and forth to adjust your load capacity or what you want to carry, the length of it. I would say mention that this is alumina, so one of the other special edition Holdens or name plates that they put on their Commodores. Still a Commodore, but this one is called the Lumina. And of course this has been the State Library's, part of the State Library's Holden display, that they've been showing off Holden memorabilia inside the building over there for a few months now. I think it's got one more month to go. And of course every week or so they've been having different cars, different Holden cars from different generations on display in their forecourt. And this is what this one is today. So this is the last generation of Holdens, which happens to be Commodore. So that hence why you can see so many lovely Commodores. But I still like that VC down there.
Setting up.
So we're going to see now some Commodores go down North Terrace. So we've seen all sorts go down North Terrace. And the poor old VC let out a puff of smoke.
You set up there and set up here.
later, mate. And as 3 Commodores process down North Terrace, this has to be one of the best sights in the world. So as I'm standing here next to Ray, walk, ride, repeat, and myself, we're waiting for the cars to depart this quadrangle and leave through the back way of the State Library of South Australia. So as they prepare and get hot waiting in the sun for the officials to open the gates. So now we'll see all these Commodores leave the quadrangle. How awesome sight is this? A parade of Commodores. What an awesome sight that ute is, eh? What an awesome sight that ute is. Which just leaves this wagon and the VL Calais to leave. See you, mate. So now that they've all left, the quadrangle is empty and it's time to go home. So I'll say thank you very much for joining us today at the State Library of South Australia. There's the main entrance again, and watching this spectacle of Commodores on display here for the rear vision, part of the rear vision exhibition held at the State Library. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you all in the next one.